Hi, and welcome to my presentation on the book Cut by Patricia McCormick. This book is about a teenage girl named Callie who has a few problems at home that seem to be triggering her on how she feels and acts towards herself. Callie has a brother named Sam that is sick with asthma, a mom that pays only attention to Sam at home, and a dad who is rarely home because of his job. So Callie cuts herself. Once she's noticed by her mom, she is sent to a residential treatment facility called Sea Pines, or what the other girls in her like to call it, sick minds. Callie is surrounded by other girls with problems of their own, and she's in a group with Debbie, Becca, Tara, Sydney, Claire, Tiffany, and Amanda. Callie doesn't speak in group, nor when she sees her therapist every so often. Actually, Callie doesn't speak at all. That is until she starts to feel comfortable and accepted by the other girls, starting to feel better. She still cuts herself in sick minds with whatever she can find with a sharp end. And Callie's embarrassed of her cuts, and once she gets caught by Amanda, that's when she really stops. Callie is a runner, and one day she decides to go for a run. The other girls aren't allowed to leave sick minds, but Callie does, and she runs to wherever the wind takes her. And the wind brought her to a payphone, where she calls her dad, which is surprising because she hasn't talked to her dad in a long time, considering it's only her mom and Sam that visit her on visiting days. She tells him where she is so that he can pick her up, and they end up catching up at a donut place. Her dad asks her if she wants to go home, and she says she wants to go back to sick minds, after she realizes the reason on why she wants to get better, and it relieves her of a continuing awful thought. Let's set the tone. The theme statement is you must believe in oneself to overcome obstacles and give a voice to ones that need it. The teen issue is you shouldn't harm yourself because you believe you deserve it. So don't beat yourself up. The first symbol is anything sharp, because it's a trigger for Callie to hurt herself. I was in the visitor's restroom, rubbing my wrist along the teeth of a paper towel dispenser. It was like my whole body was just this one big spot on my arm that was begging to be scratched, carved, cut, anything for relief. Second symbol is a Connect 4 game, because it reminds her of her brother Sam because it's their favorite. Connect 4, a kind of tic-tac-toe where you have to get 4 checkers in a row in a plastic stand, is her favorite game to play together. The first conflict is Callie's threatened by Amanda because Amanda's confident in cutting herself. Not me, she says. I can't control it. I always control it. She folds her arms across her chest. Her elbow nudges mine. I jump. What about you, Callie? Claire's voice is loud. Can you control it? I spend the rest of the session counting the stitches on my sneakers and hating this Amanda person. Hating Claire. Hating this whole stupid place. Because now everyone knows why I'm here. The third conflict is Callie's given up. When Callie's on the phone with her mom, she says, my mom is saying something about how the people at Sick Minds might want to give my bed to someone else. Someone who's willing to work. Someone who wants to get better. They won't let you back in school either, she says. Not until you've had treatment. Because Callie doesn't cooperate in therapy, they want to give her place to someone else. The fourth conflict is Callie's in shock because of her first bleeder. I hold my breath and push down on the piece of metal. It sinks in neatly. There's no rush, no relief, just pain. A keen pulsing pain. Then I look down and see blood seeping out from between my fingers. There's no thinking now, only walking. Down the hall, around the corner, to Ruby's desk, holding my arm out like an offering. "Oh, child," Ruby says when she sees me. "Oh, honey child." The first character is Callie's dad, when he's coming to pick her up from Dunkin' Donuts. She hasn't seen him in a long time, and he's here to save the day. When I see the reflection of a familiar white car in the window, the car rocks to a halt and my dad jumps out, taking 3 long running strides to the door. He's not wearing a coat and the wind's blowing his hair up in a wisp around his head. The second character is Oliver because Callie felt loved by the other girls in the group. "Yes," says Tara. "Yes, you did." She looks down at her lap, cracks her knuckles. "What you did affected all of us. Me, Debbie, Callie, all of us. Us. This is the first time I've been included in this." My cheeks flush. Thank you for listening to my presentation, and I really hope you enjoyed.